Hello world, hello world. Welcome back to my channel. Call me Biz, George Carlin. George Carlin, man, the godfather of comedy. I just made that up. I don't know if they call him that, but I just made that up. You know, he's a comedian slash a philosopher. He does have his own unique way of thinking. Definitely a deep thinker. That's why this title is interesting. George Carlin on women. So we get to find out how he perceive women. I'm a little excited to see where he go with this. Alright, look, if y'all want to see more of George Carlin on his channel, y'all let me know what's next in the comment section below. And if you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know that you were here. If you ain't got nothing to say, just be like, I was here. I appreciate that. That's love. No more ghost watching. Let's get it.
Ladies first. I notice a lot of this comedy they have on television is about relationships. Do you ever see this stuff? Relationship comedy? Well, I don't know much about relationships, but over the years, I've noticed a few things about the two sexes, and I'd like to discuss them. Men and women. The big, hairy, noisy male creatures, and the smaller, smoother, but nonetheless also quite noisy female creatures. Here's all you need to know about men and women. Women are crazy, men are stupid. And the main reason women are crazy is that men are stupid. It's not the only reason, but it's a big one. And by the way, if you don't think men are stupid, check the newspaper. 99% of all the truly horrifying shit going on in this world was initiated, established, perpetrated, and enabled or continued by men. And that includes the wave and the high five, two of history's truly low points. But as I say, besides knowing that men are stupid, it's also important to remember that women are crazy. And if you don't think women are crazy, ask a man. That's the one thing men aren't stupid about. They know for sure, way down deep in their hearts, that women are straight out fucking nuts.
Facts.
But it doesn't just happen. It isn't an accident. Women have good reason to be nuts. The main one being that in the course of life, compared with men, they have far more to put up with. They bear greater burdens. Think of it this way. In the big cosmic cafeteria, as human beings move down the chow line of life, and reach that section where the shit is being spooned out, women are given several extra portions. And please understand, my motives here are not selfish or personal. I'm not saying all this stuff to get in good with women, although an occasional blowjob would be nice. But it's not a requirement. It's optional. BJO. Blowjob optional.
It's optional.
Now, I just think it should be evident to any person who's being honest and thinking clearly that women carry a lot more of life's baggage than men. To begin with, they're smaller and weaker, so they get slapped, punched, raped, abused, and in general get the shit beat out of them on a rather regular basis. By men, of course, who are stronger. If women were stronger, this wouldn't be happening. Men would not raise a hand if they thought the balance was more equal. They'd back down quickly. Then again, if women were stronger, they'd probably be beating the shit out of men just for the fun of it. It's only fair. Another major problem for women, they have to look good all the time. Or at least they think they do. So they'll be attractive to their male protectors. Gotta look good tonight. Joey's gonna beat the shit out of me. Maybe I can get a nice kick in the fucking mouth. Gotta look my best.
Oh my God.
And looking one's female best requires a lot of things. Start with cosmetics. Just think of all the products and procedures a woman is forced to deal with in the world of cosmetics. Cleansers, toners, foundation, blush, face powder, lipstick, lip gloss, lip liner, eyeliner, eyeshadow, eyebrow pencil, mascara, nail polish remover, manicures, pedicures, fake fingernails, fake eyelashes, face cream, neck cream, eye cream, thigh cream, foot cream, day cream, night cream, cold cream, wrinkle remover, makeup remover, hand lotions, body lotions, bath oils, bath beads, shower gels, bubble baths, scented baths, perfumes, colognes, toilet water, astringents, moisturizers, emulsions, exfoliants, peels, scrubs, depilatories, body wraps, facial masks, shampoos, conditioners, bleaches, dyes, rinses, tints, perms, straighteners, wigs, falls, rats, extensions, combs, barrettes, bobby pins, hair nets, hair curlers, scrunchies, ribbons, bows, tiebacks, headbands, streaking, frosting, teasing, spraying, moussing, blow-drying, cutting, layering, curling, eyelash curling, eyebrow plucking, armpit shaving, leg shaving, crotch waxing, leg waxing, eyebrow waxing, and a purse. A big fucking purse, so she can carry all this shit around with her, especially the makeup, which must be close at hand at all times. Gotta have my makeup, in case I run into Joey and he wants to beat the shit out of me. Gotta look my best. Maybe he'll punch me repeatedly in the kidneys and the stomach so it doesn't mark up my face. He's so thoughtful. And my friend, I hope you're aware that when we talk about women looking good, we're also talking about clothing. Clothing is what generates all that shopping shit that occupies so much of a woman's time. Because the truth is, women have to buy, own, and wear an unbelievably bewildering number of garments. Slips, half-slips, camisoles, thongs, panties, pantyhose, stockings, half-hose, knee-highs, anklets, socks, leg warmers, garter belts, girdles, corsets, training bras, padded bras, sports bras, nursing bras, push-up bras, strapless bras, wonder bras, bustiers, teddies, petticoats, peignoirs, negligés, nightgowns, shorties, muumuus, body stockings, blouses, sweaters, jerseys, pullovers, halter tops, miniskirts, maxi skirts, slacks, suits, sunsuits, business suits, pantsuits, culottes, capris, shorts, short shorts, hot pants, formal gowns, bridal gowns, evening gowns, street dresses, sundresses, cocktail dresses, house coats, winter coats, fall coats, spring coats, hats and scarves, brooches, pins, necklaces, pendants, medallions, lockets, bracelets, ankle bracelets, earrings, wedding rings, engagement rings, friendship rings, thumb rings, toe rings, and optional, of course, nipple, nose, and labia rings. And let's not even begin to talk about shoes. Oh, God, sorry, girls. I take it back. But at least, let's keep it brief. Tennis shoes, sandals, open toes, slingbacks, mules, wedgies, flats, half heels, and high heels. High heels that damage a woman's feet, ankles, and knees, but make her ass look great, so how can you blame a guy for the occasional rape? Hey, the bitch was asking for it. She was wearing high heels.
What year this came out?
Now, generally, all this obsession with appearance has one purpose. It's supposed to lead to romance, and it is devoutly wished by some, a wedding. A wedding is another one of those good deals women get. The man takes a wife, the woman is given away, her family pays for the whole thing, and everyone stands around hoping she gets pregnant immediately. Pregnant! Hey! Another terrific treat for the gals. A chance to gain 40 pounds, puke in the morning, walk like a duck, get sore tits, and develop a nice case of hemorrhoids. What a deal! And such attractive clothing. Plus, she can't get up off the couch without help. Well, it's her own fault. This wouldn't have happened if she'd taken her birth control pill or used her diaphragm. Notice, her pill, her diaphragm. But think of how fulfilling it can be. After all, now she has a baby. A baby she gets to practically raise alone. And if she decides to be a stay-at-home mom, she gets to cook, clean, sew, scrub, scour, wax, wash, dry, iron, do the shopping, drive the van, and entertain the guests. She's a housewife, an unpaid in-family domestic servant. Admittedly, that description is a bit more in line with the old model. The new model is so much better. She gets a fucking job so she can be bringing something in. But somehow she still winds up being an unpaid in-family domestic servant after she gets home from the job. You know, the
This
job
gotta be old.
where she gets paid less than men for the same work, does not rise beyond a certain level in the company, and gets harassed all day long by some oversexed moron with a lump in his pants. Probably better just to stay home, where she doesn't have to be bothered with that pesky paycheck crap, and there's none of that nonsense about Social Security, pension plans, and unemployment money in case of divorce. Just alimony and child support, if the ex-husband can be located. The ex who probably thought she was looking a little used up and dumped her for someone whose milk glands hadn't sagged yet. Can't forget those milk glands, can we, girls? Tits, two tits, sticking straight out of your chest. In some cases, sticking straight out. Well, for a few years anyway. Yes, girls, just by virtue of being female, you get to walk around all your life with two vulnerable milk glands hanging out in front of you like lanterns. And if somehow you should get the idea that men don't approve of the size and shape of those milk glands, you'll find plenty of social pressure to have them artificially enhanced. Such enhancement usually will be performed and supervised by men. Here's another physical treat for females. Periods. Cramping, bloating, and bleeding 5 days a month. 15% of the time. And you can add the time spent with premenstrual syndrome, PMS. Men gave it that name. If women had named it, it would be called my several days of shrieking and crying and depression just before my several days of bleeding, cramping, and bloating. Men don't quite see it from that angle. Men experience PMS as a problem for them. What's the matter, Joey? You don't look so good. Ah, my wife's got the PMS. Here are some more special female advantages. in case you haven't had enough. Pap smears, mammograms, hysterectomies, mastectomies, miscarriages, abortions, labor pains, childbirth pain, episiotomies, stretch marks, and breastfeeding, and postpartum depression. Can't imagine why she wouldn't feel good. And just to top it all off, menopause. Menopause. More strange behavior and exciting physical sensations. And in exchange for all of this, in exchange for all this abuse from nature, what is the woman's payoff? Why, she's allowed to get into the lifeboat first. At least theoretically. How often do you think that really happens? Oh, and let's not forget, many men are quite willing to hold the door open for her. In fact, some men are quite impressed with their willingness to do this. They brag about it. Yeah, I beat the shit out of her a lot, but you know something? When she runs from one room to the other, I always hold the door open. I'll tell you what a bad deal women got. They're in the majority on this planet, and they still wound up with the shitty end of the stick. That's how big a hosing they got. Oh, and one other inequity I neglected to mention. Very unequal. But this one works in women's favor. They live longer than men. And remember, this happens in spite of all the shit they have to put up with. So who do you think is tougher, men or women? Why don't you guess? And don't forget, women have the huge added burden of having to put up with men.
I guess for his time in his world, those things might have been true. Because way back whenever this was, a lot of women didn't have that many rights. I'm not even sure when this was, but I just know it's not the world today. I guarantee you, the type of thinker that I think he is, if he were to see the state of the women today, what feminism has done to women, he wouldn't feel this way. And another thing, as far as beauty standards, we could say men set beauty standards, but I never looked at a girl and said, oh my God, those are some cute eyelashes, or, oh, nice bag. I don't even, all those bags look the same to me. I feel like a lot of this shit, women actually do it to themselves. Not only that, these days, like, you can't approach women any type of way these days. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I get what he's saying for the old world, I guess, you know, and domestic violence. Dog, I'll be honest with you. A woman is more likely to hit a man in an argument than a man is likely to hit a woman. First of all. And second of all, if she calls the cops, you're going to jail no matter who hit who. That's just how it is. Now, are women being abused? Of course. Hell yeah, women are being abused, because women are very manipulative and they know how to get to you with words, because you got to think about it. If they're the weaker sex, I do feel like women are smarter than men. Most men tend to be simple, and most men tend to be very goal driven. That's why you see most things that are created by men. I don't really think it's because men are smarter than women. I just think men usually have tunnel vision when they focus on something, and they spend a lot of time figuring it out. You feel me? So women seem to be smarter about the way that they move around and how they do things, you know. So of course, like, she might say something that piss him off, or she might nudge him, but since he's stronger, it's always gonna look bad. And I'm not saying you should hit a woman. I don't think you should hit a woman. I actually have little patience for women who are argumentative, who wanna. I don't have patience for none of that shit. I'm leaving. But I do understand a lot that he's saying. Women have a lot to deal with, but the way that he looks at women, I feel like a lot of women these days wouldn't even agree with a lot of it. But hey, man, that's his experience. I could say, you could just look on the internet. When you see the shared experience, you will see it's definitely not whatever that was. But like I said, I do get it. I disagree most of the points. especially how he puts domestic violence, like every man is just beating up on their wife and leaving them. And most men these days, I have friends who they do all the cooking, they do all the cleaning, they do all, I look at them weird, like, you're kind of castrated, but this is the world. The world is different. Like when I'm in relationships, I cook sometimes, I clean. It's not like that. But when I watch Mad Men, I'm like, okay, then this makes sense what he's saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a whole different time, and I feel like women have evolved more. They are in more positions of power. They are on the top of, like, when it comes to education, they're like on the top. I mean, I'm not saying that they're too happy. All these boss babes and boss ladies, they're not too happy with their lives. They usually end up single or trying to have a baby at like 41, some bullshit. But hey, man, shout out to women, the good ones. There are women out there that are absolute soldiers, and they got the fucked up, the fucked up situations that they didn't deserve, and they had to rise up. But that's not the case, man. I'm telling you, I've been with real women that don't even fucking know how to make rice. Don't even know how to make broccoli. All you gotta do is add water. Like, I'm telling you, it's bad out here. But that's just my experience, man. But y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? I like people who have these type of thoughts and these type of opinions. But it was a bit pindery. I know y'all hate when I disagree with this man, but it was a lot pindering. So hopefully he did get that blowjob. But anyways, like I said, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Let me know what's next for Mr. George Carlin, and I got you. And if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know that you were here, and I will see y'all in the next one. And guess what? You better be there.